Okay, we're in the Gladiator today. I did a short little video of the Scout and the camera tipped over and the rest of the video turned out sideways. So the Gladiator has to go into the shop to get its fuel pump replaced. I'm at just under 45,000 miles. I'm just under 3 years with this Gladiator, so it's time for a review. And yes, I do have a check engine light. It says diesel particulate filter efficiency below threshold. I haven't had any problems driving it like this. I've been driving it like this for about 3 months, waiting for my fuel pump to come in. That was ridiculous. Anyways, it's going in tomorrow for the recall, and so I thought I'd do a little review overall of the Gladiator, how I still like the Gladiator. We're going to take a peek underneath it. I haven't looked underneath it yet since I got my Hoist. We'll see what the dealer sees when they lift it up, if they have to replace that fuel pump. So I got it on the Hoist. Go around it a little bit. Yeah, it's not very clean. I live right off the edge of a dirt road, so there's that. My Hoist is outside because after I bought the Hoist, I figured out that it wouldn't fit in the garage. The posts are about a ½ inch taller than my garage door sits when it's up, so the Hoist had to go outside. And that's where it'll stay for now. If it didn't get so cold here in Michigan, it wouldn't be even a bad thing for it to be outside, but it gets so cold here. Half the year I can't work on anything. We'll see if we've done any damage underneath it. Maybe see why that, if we can see why that check engine light's on. I've never really looked. It's been too cold. Winter's starting to chill out already. It's supposed to be in the 30s today. I've already been in the 50s once, but that's long gone. Sun's coming out. Could be a great day. Looks like it's tall enough. I always let it down just a little to latch. Okay, looks all safe. The underneath is looking pretty good. These rails I bought off Amazon are rusting right out. They said they got a 5-year paint job on them, but don't believe it for a minute. I've already repainted it. Touched it up a couple times. But let's go underneath. I've heard issues about rust on Jeeps, so well, give the rails a look over. These rails are about 6 inches tall. Looks like 1/8 inch thick. So, I mean, anybody that's trying to claim that these things don't have a good frame on them, they're just as good as any half-ton. It's actually looking really good for 3 winters. Underneath here, it's got this little skid plate under the gas tank. Looks like it's got one protecting the transfer case. One, I guess that would be the particulate filter. One under that. It's a little bit open in here. A little more so than I would like. and really open right here. Maybe this is the filter. It's hard to tell what's what under here. I've never had to look it up yet. Replace anything under it. Actually, for as many times as I've heard rocks scraping under this thing, I didn't see a scrape at all. Right here we got a little scrape. Protected the exhaust like it was supposed to. Little scratches down this gas tank pan. Overall looking good. The CV drive shaft has no zerts or anything, so nothing to lube up there. I don't see any broken wires. Here's a couple of sensors. If I was a guessing person, this pressure sensor right here would be what I would guess is causing my check engine light to be on, but I told them at the dealer to go ahead and check it out and give me their diagnosis, and I'll fix it when it gets back. But yeah, the Jeep's looking good under it. We still love this thing. It still drives great. Goes down the road good. I've got the small tires on it for the winter. The fuel filter's underneath that cover, so it's nice and protected. It's doing good. So after 3 years, this is the longest I've ever owned a new vehicle without trading it in for something else. And I think right now at this point, the only thing I would trade it in for is another one. But that's not going to happen because of the craziness of the prices now on these things. I looked at a ecodiesel Rubicon at my local dealer, and it's now over 70 grand. So we probably won't be getting rid of this one anytime soon. There is a little oil right there, but I got a cheap Amazon filter once, and it actually came loose and started leaking oil, so I won't be doing that again. Never had any problems with a filter before or after that, so yeah, it's looking good under here. I see nothing out of place or wrong. I really hope they put anti-seize on the sensors. Yeah, so after 3 years, we've had one check engine light. It's got just shy of 55,000 miles, which out of all the new vehicles I've bought, this one took the longest for the check engine light to come on. So I'm not sad about that, and it hasn't affected the drivability any at all. It does smell a little more like diesel when you first start it up in the morning. Than it used to. But, you know, this thing's been off-roaded pretty good. I don't beat it, but we like to have fun with it. And being out here off the edge of a dirt road, it doesn't get washed as much as it probably should, and still frame rails are solid. Not much of any rust to report. No oddities at all. And I don't think, let's see, a lot of people had problems with the rear axle seals leaking. Mine looks nice and dry. Really, this has been a great vehicle. Anybody shying away from the ecodiesel, just go out and get it before they quit making them and make you buy electric vehicles. I know the price is stupid now on them, but you might be able to get some sort of discounts here shortly. I guess vehicles aren't selling as good as they were, so there should be some clearances coming up pretty soon. even though what I saw around the holidays was people were buying up the ecodiesels because they had like a 10 or 15% discount going on. So if you can find one, they're well worth it. And don't fret. Just because a check engine light comes on doesn't mean you're getting stranded. People think with a diesel that as soon as one thing goes wrong with it, oh no, it's going to leave you stranded in 100 miles. No, it's not. Not always. There's a rare occasion that it's catastrophic, but I haven't never seen it yet. You know, all the axle seals are looking good. This thing's been in sand, dirt, it's been at sand dunes. A little bit of mud. I try to stay out of the deep stuff. But we're looking good. The Gladiator's looking great. Still not any real body damage, thank goodness. We're going to be having it out in the woods some more this summer. I already signed up to do some wheeling with a couple of other channels. So we're going to get bigger and better at this. I'm thinking 37s for this summer. My 35s were pretty worn. So we're going to save up a few bucks here and there and go for a re-gear in 37s if possible. Life has a way of changing your mind, but that's what we got for this week. Like, subscribe, share. Off-roading's coming back soon. I think it's April where the snowmobile laws go away and we can get back out on the trails. So have a good one and see you next week.